Fall back to try to play you like you never been lit. I had to attain everything my haters never could get. You probably had a little motion, but you ain't never been this. Top dog in my city, running like the mayor. Old friends fell out with me, they did me a favor. I had to fight 100 demons just to get to this paper. Sneak this and I ain't tripping, we gon' get with you later.
From a dope spot, jealousy came from me and my pops, cause he had no pops. Watching me close, get sad when you both pop. Thought assuming you grab, but it don't stop. Coming, just get your bag, no ops. Most of these out here just mad over women that they wish that they had. Never come around and get a taste of this living. You'll get addicted. I was broke too, but somehow I managed to fix it. Run around chatting about me and gon' make a always with different. I guess the don't trust you. You belong in the sewer. Somebody should flush you. Nice and comfortable until the medics gotta rush you. Blocks I had to cut through there. It get hazardous. That an all-time high. That ain't the half of it. Trying to add it up in my head, but ain't no math with it. Get next to it. Try to grab a pic. Now they on some rapping. It's nasty, I ain't asked for this. I was just authentic with it. 95 South and a sprinting with it. Try to get next to you, usually if they could benefit it. Passionate dog, I need my...
This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. We've got the Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Brooklyn Nets. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively. And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Fox, no good. Here's Ivy. Pass to James. 6 on the shot clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Now, here's Fox. Got a piece of it. We're about 1 minute into the first. Back to Davis. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. To Suggs. Nets passing it around. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. DiVincenzo can't hit it. A pass to Fox. That's it, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator.
Inside, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there. Banked in off the glass.
And he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Milwaukee in the lead. James right side. And James throws it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Pass to Suggs. To the paint. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
One of the things you have to admire about Jalen Suggs, the aggressiveness, the willingness to make plays.
Stepping back.
Both free throws good from Suggs.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And so it's Milwaukee now. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, I was able to catch up with that Nets head coach. He told me, now that team goes as Anthony Davis goes. When AD is feeling good and he's in rhythm, everything clicks. Coach said we'll need a team effort at both ends. Our communication has to be excellent, and even then, we're not going to completely stop him. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season. 89% on the year.
Jalen Suggs gets a ton of attention for his offensive skill set, and that's appropriate. But let's remember, he can be imposing defensively.
Fox, no good. The Bucks trail. And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up. And it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
You can see the willingness of Jalen Suggs to seek out contact and try to get himself to the foul line. Woo-hoo, that's nicely done.
And so it's Milwaukee now. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
15 seconds. Coming up on the floor for your Knicks.
And here's Ivy. Still scoreless. Into the lane. Looking to end the run. And Davis can't get it to go.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
That one goes. Count it.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Bucks trailed by 6. George up top. Here's DiVincenzo. Here's Ivasic. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. So it's Brooklyn now. Poke loose. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Brooklyn.
Nice move. No good on the layup.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Pass to George. Here's the 3. The rebound by the Nets. Now Suggs. 6 points for him. Here's Whitehead. Outside Rozier. 6 to shoot. Changes up. And it's good on the way in. 6 points for him.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
George with the bucket.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
Here's Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Now here's DiVincenzo. Driving in. Drops in the layup for 2. DiVincenzo's got 6. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Both teams deciding to change it up. Brooklyn leading by 4. Wagner outside. Down low. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. .130 left in the first quarter. Ivy on the wing. Still yet to score. And he comes up with the deuce. And now just a 2-point Nets lead.
And using that quickness to maneuver around the paint that time. What a play.
And slam dunk by Ivy.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic dunk.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now here's Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
Vucevic knows who he is. This guy is a close scorer, legit threat to finish it with authority.
Here's Ivy. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Vucevic.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And Ivy drops them both.
The first thing people mention about Ivy is that explosiveness. The first step allows him to get downhill and really makes him effective in those ISO situations.
Now here's Vucevic. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Oh, how about the up fake there, Kev? Worked like a charm and gave him a clear lane to the basket.
GA, that is one of the prettiest moves out there. If you... Oh, wow.
My goodness, Jaden Ivey. Mercy.
Wagner left side. Pass to Whitehead. Lets the three fly. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And so it's Jaden. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And a chance for just a second to check out the score breakdown for the Bucks.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Milwaukee in the lead. Pass to Davis. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Thibault. It's the Nets now. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. You can't get that break. You can't take any plays off. His speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with all game long.
A ton, David, to deal with. No question. DA, thanks.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And Clowney can't get it to go. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for Milwaukee. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul. To the inside. Klingon with the steal. Here's Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
This is a demonstration of how dangerous Jalen Suggs can be when he decides to take it to the rack with strength.
DiVincenzo. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It goes on Donovan Klingon. This is his first free throw of the game. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
James outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. But Trey does not find the target. That makes him 3 for 5. Outside, Fox. Suggs with the ball. 10 points for him. Just 5 to shoot. Outside, Davis takes the 3. And Davis nails the 3.
It's always a good sign when the 3 is falling for Davis. It really opens up the rest of his game.
Now, here's Fox. 7 points in the game. And he gets the bucket.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Right wing. Here's Klingon. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Milwaukee leading by 4. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Here's Suggs. And he lays it straight in. Suggs has got 12 in the game.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That's foul number 2 for him.
To a certain extent, you like the aggressiveness, but that's 2 fouls already. Take a step back.
Timeout called the Nets. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
To finish it off, a beauty.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. There's the pick. To the middle. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
He went for the 2-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. No good from outside.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like a Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. And he drives in.
Oh, you got to be kidding.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And Klingon pulls it down.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint. Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Here's George. Kicks it out to James. 3-pointer. It's good from long range. James has got his second bucket of the night.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 14.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
And so James will bring it up for the Bucks. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. The Nets with the lead. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Bucks trail by 3. Here's Ivy. 10 points for him. Davis sets a screen. There's the drive. And slam dunk by Ivy.
It is so tough containing Ivy. A tough assignment defensively.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
Pass to Whitehead. A 3-ball. Drills it from outside.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now Ivy. Milwaukee. No good that time either. Shoots it up. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Pass to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
And we've seen this movie before. Davis moves with authority and attacks the rim.
1:03 left in the second quarter. And the 3-ball is good. He's got 17.
The three-pointer becomes a very high percentage shot when he's that wide open. You better get a hand in his face.
Here's Ivy. Vucevic with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 4. Here's Wagner. And Davis sends it back.
A two-way star. AD has led the league in shot blocking on multiple occasions.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Coming up on the floor for your Nets.
The Nets on offense. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Whitehead. And Davis sends it back.
At this point, finding blocks comes naturally for AD. He just anticipates and attacks the basketball.
Picked his pocket. Here's Whitehead. Bible for 3. Sinks the triple. Bible got the lead up to 7 now for the Nets. Here's Boston. And we've reached halftime in this one. Brooklyn ahead. They're up by 7. Live from Brooklyn, New York. You're watching 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Brooklyn leading by 7. Here's Fox. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Milwaukee with the ball. And here is DiVincenzo. Out to the wing. Outside for Davis. Clock at 6. And he can't jam it through. And here are the Nets. Here's Fox. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to lead, no doubt.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. And the turnover again by Milwaukee.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
Brooklyn leading by 9. Long range from the inbound. That one doesn't go.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Yeah, they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Pass to Ivy. Now DiVincenzo. And the layup falls. DiVincenzo's got 8 points.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
3-pointers off the mark. Bucks trailed by 9. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's James. That one goes in.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Here's Fox. He's got 9. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And it's Suggs missing. And so James will bring it up for the Bucks. Pass to Davis. Here's Yabusele. From deep, James. And again, the Bucks miss. And it's Jaden Ivey with the foul. That's his first foul.
15. Substitutions on the court.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Right side, Smart. Pass to Ivisic. Fox inside the line. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
And Davis throws it down.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Pass to Suggs. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
You cannot be overzealous when you're trying to guard Jalen Suggs. He's so crafty, so good at drawing fouls.
Both free throws good from Suggs. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to talk to his guys.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your next.
Bucks trail by 6. Smart deciding where to go with it.
Well, I absolutely love that pass from Marcus Smart, almost like a sixth sense relative to where his teammate was.
Here's Fox. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Smart.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Ivicic, no good. Nets leading by 4. A pass to Fox. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And for a player of his size, Fox not afraid to take some contact to get to the line. He'll do it every chance he gets.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation. And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn.
Substitutions on the court.
Left side, Smart. 3-pointer. Milwaukee. No good that time either. The Nets with the lead. And Wagner drives in. Pass to Wilson. Shot clock at 6. Back to Thibault. Over George. Boston grabs the miss. Bucks trailed by 6. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his 1st foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Wagner with it. Hasn't made 1 yet. Pass to Whitehead. Off with the layup. On offense, here are the Bucks.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
George looking around. And George with the stuff.
You see an opportunity if you're Paul George, say the athleticism still a part of who I am.
You've seen, Doris, Paul George's journey from role player to MVP candidate.
There's a reason, Kevin, Paul George is one of the most emulated players in the league with young people. His game is so well-rounded, and maybe his best attribute is his adaptability. Paul George is equally comfortable either being the lead man, or if need be, he can play with 2 or 3 other stars and still be effective. Really incredible.
Here's Vucevic. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Right side, Smart. Shoots the 3. Trains the 3-pointer. And it's now only a 1-point Nets lead.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
The wide open look here for Vucevic. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Left side, Smart. That puts them in the lead. Smart's got his first bucket of the night.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Both teams will make substitutions. So Rozier will bring it up for Brooklyn. It's a 1-point game. There's the screen. .151 left to play here in the 3rd. Inside. 5 on the clock. Ivy on the wing. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for 1 more at the line. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Here's Vucevic, and he uses the glass on the layup. Vucevic has got 6 points.
You have to admire the confidence of Nikola Vucevic. This close, he's focused on putting 2 on the board.
Pass to Ivy. Here's Yabusele. Back to Ivy. A shot, no good. Great D that time from Vucevic. Brooklyn trailing. Here's Whitehead. Doesn't go for him. Now, here is George. Bay sets a screen. George with the bucket. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Vucevic. Bay pulls it in. Here's Ivy. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And now a 6-point Bucks lead.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Bucks lead by 6. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the
68.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Milwaukee leading by 6. George with the ball. Klingon defending. And he goes in for the dunk.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Bay pulls it in. Here's Boston. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And here is Fox. Back to Suggs. Goes up the baseline. That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4. Suggs with the steal. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Here's George. It's tipped. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Fox. Up and in on the layup.
You have to have respect for his speed in transition. Fox is a high-octane player who explodes in the open floor.
Wide open. Rebound, Brooklyn. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Got a hand on it.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
And that's just really good situational awareness from Smart, realizing someone was open on that possession.
To the wing on the left. Pass to Klingon. And a miss there on the triple. Milwaukee leading by 8. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Now Fox. There's a screen. Fires the 3. Drops in the tray. Fox has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Ooh, finally hitting one from range. That's his first 3 of the night.
George with the ball. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitutions on the court.
Back to Suggs. Five to shoot. And again, it's the Nets missing.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Count it.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
One of those nights where the wheels come off, nerves seem to be playing a factor.
Bucks leading by 9. Pass to Davis. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now.
You know, two things happen there. Excellent coverage on the shot, and then finish the possession securing the boards.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part. Defensively, a little uneven in that first half, but they've been far more focused and consistent here in the second.
Outside, Fox. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pass to Davis. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
You can see Suggs is vertical. Makes that dunk look effortless.
Fox with the steal. He takes it in. Six on the shot clock. Nance with the rebound.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
In for the Bucks. Number 43.
Here's DiVincenzo. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Cans it from downtown.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Pass to Ivicic. Back to DiVincenzo. Now, here's Ivy. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Donovan Clingan.
A willingness to put himself on the line. Ivy going directly into the heart of the defense.
The Nets call time. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thanks so much, David. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And Ivy drops them both. The Nets call time.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Nets trail by 8. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Davis down low. Brooklyn with the rebound. To the left wing. A pass to Fox. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good. Fox has got 9 points now in just the second half.
And accepting his role as a leader. Fox wants to come through for his guys in the big moments.
Bucks leading by 4. Outside, Davis. And it's Donovan Clingan with the foul. That will be foul number 5 on him. Nets on defense. On the wing, DiVincenzo. James outside. 6 to shoot. Sent away with authority. We've got 1:55 left to play in the final quarter. He lobs it up, and that one is stuffed right through.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Fox deciding where to go with it. Pass to Suggs. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Offline with the baseline jumper. Bucks leading by 5. Outside, Davis. Back to DiVincenzo. Left side, Davis. Lets it go with the 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And for his position, Davis, a solid distributor. He's one of the league's most unique players.
His third personal foul, third team foul.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaking.
At the line, 2 times.
And he does get the second one. And that narrows the gap to 7.
They can't really afford to leave points at the line right now. He would have loved to cash in on each of those free throws and trim the lead even more.
We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Shot clock at 5. Here's James. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. So he comes up empty, missing both. And, Greg, it looks like time is going to run out on him here.
Yeah, I mean, unless they come up with an absolute miracle,
Oh, Jalen Suggs out here making plays, getting his guys involved.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And he is unable to get the second one.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, you like when a guy calmly steps up, knocks down the free throws, exactly what you want.
Timeout called, the Nets. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
A lot to talk over and improve on for next time.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
And again, it's the Nets missing. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all.
Selected. John Ross. Selected.